Hello, hello, everybody. How are you? Let's see. New managing manager can support you. All right. Do I have sound this morning? Let's see what I got going on here. Hello, hello, hello. I do have sound. That's great. Great, 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 great. Hello. Good afternoon. I got it right this time. Good afternoon. Still haven't figured out my comments so that I can see them on this screen instead of this screen. Good morning, Elisa. Good afternoon. How are you guys? Sis, we got some good stuff going today. We are going to jump right in because I think it's going to be a consuming a lot of stuff to do. So we're going to jump right to it. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Cassandra, I got you done and I'm going to put you in the mail this week. Let me show you real quick while I have you. I got you done, my friend. And I'm putting you in the mail this week. Final coat. Everything's all complete. It is beautiful too. I love it. Beautiful. I'm going to sand it up and put it in the mail. All right, so here we go. Here we go. We are going to make some golden eggs for our little project here. And so we're going to start out by, these eggs right here are, these eggs were from the Dollar Tree. They came, I think I told you guys, they came 6 in a pack and they came 12, 6 and 12 in a package. And so 6 and 8. The little ones came in 8. The larger ones came in 12, right? Or 6. Lord have mercy. Let's try this again. Okay. All right. The small ones came in 8 in a pack, and the larger ones came in 6 in a pack. So we are going to start out by painting them. I painted this one with this treasure gold. And it takes quite a few coats to get this gold on it, but it is very pretty and very dark gold. We're not going to do that today. I wanted to see how we how we could do the gold on this. We are going to decorate this egg, but we're not going to make it, we're not going to paint this gold leaf paint today, which is very pretty. We are, however, going to utilize a piece of paper, and we're going to use this Metallic Splenda Gold by Art Deco. And you guys know I just like to, we'll put a little bit on here. Let's move this paper out the way. I've cheated a little bit for you because I have multiples of these that I wanted to decorate. So in lieu of having you guys go through and watch all of these same thing being done, rinse and repeat, I did a few of them offline so that we could have some completed projects and you guys not have to wonder how it turned out. I also, food for thought, if you decide to do this project, you can take these outside and spray paint them. However, I'm going to give you a little bit of warning. If you spray paint them, you'll really want to do really light coats on them and try to be far away from the egg because the styrofoam from the paint that I use will melt. And I'll tell you that I used Rust-Oleum 2x or 2x paint, and it literally puffled up. Look at this one. See how it made that puffle up? And that was the Rust-Oleum paint. But it gave it a really good coverage, and I didn't have to wait on it to dry like we're going to have to do on this one. So I'm going to put that paint on there and set it over here aside to dry. And I'm just sticking it in a little foam base so that they can dry while we prepare to paint our smaller one. And usually this will take 2 coats if you're going to paint them like this. If you're going to cover them up, you may not worry about the 2 coats because you can see how thin that paint is going over it. If you're not going to cover it up, you probably want to give it a good 2 or 3 coats and maybe even 4, allowing it to dry in between each one. And I'm going to try to speed the drying process up just a little bit by adding some heat to it with the heat gun on these. You know, I actually coated this one, Elise, with Mod Podge before. I took it in, because I wanted the Mod Podge to make it a little shinier. So I did coat that one with Mod Podge. I did not coat the other 2 with Mod Podge before taking them out. So that's an absolutely great recommendation and suggestion for the team here. If you're going to do that, you can coat it with Mod Podge before taking them outside. That looks pretty. I'm not worried about the dents and dings in them, and I'm going to show you why in just a minute. I'll show you why. And all I did was take a Dollar Tree skewer and poke in the bottom of the egg so that I could have something to hold it on and started to paint. Get that in there. There we go. And on this one, I'm just using the paint that's in the brush instead of adding additional to it. I'm just using the paint that is in the brush. Make sure to get your top and flip it and get the bottom as well. Okay. Now, that looks nice, but it still needs another coat, so we're going to put it to the side to dry. Put this to the side. And I'll put my paintbrush over here so that it will not dry out while we're waiting. Okay, let's start with the easier one first. What we want to do now, this is one of the ones that I pre-painted and it puckled up a little bit on me. Elise gave us a really good idea to coat it with Mod Podge before taking it out to spray paint it. The reason that I said I'm not too worried about it is because we are going to glitter this baby up. And the glitter that we're going to use is going to hide all of this. So I'm just going to run some Mod Podge around the entire egg. I'm doing it in a circular motion so that I can get into all of those little crooks and crevices that were formed. Are you guys able to see this? I can bring you in closer. There we go. And on this one, I do want heavier Mod Podge. I don't want a thin layer. I want it to be a heavier Mod Podge layer because when we lay our glitter, it is going to matter. You do not want thin layer on this. You want it to be a thicker layer, but you don't want it running off. Okay. Does it make sense? We're doing good so far? Are we doing good so far? All right. So I have my egg all Mod Podged up. And this is where the fun and the beauty begins for this egg. I am going to use, for me, now you can use whatever color you want, but this is, remember I told you guys we had a glitter business and I have tons and tons of glitter left. This is one of the classy shade mixes that we have, that we mix ourselves. Nowhere else have I seen this glitter ever before. This is a custom mix that we put together. And so I'm going to use my own custom mix glitter today, Classy Shade Designs, to make this egg. And just watch how this egg comes to life. And this also is why I wasn't worried about the foam melting a little bit from the spray paint. Look at that. Let's see, we'll bring it out. I twist it and tap so that I can get all the excess glitter off. I twist it and tap, getting the excess glitter off of it. And look at the bling on that. I wish you guys could see it in person because the gold is giving it. I mean, the gold is crazy pretty. Let's see. Let me see if I turn off this light. Nope, too dark. Too dark. Okay. All right, so that's that. Over here, I just have a little styrofoam pad that I'm putting them in and letting them dry. And so we are going to, look at that glitter. Oh, I wish you guys could see it. It's so pretty. It's gold and silver mixed together. Right now you're getting like a gold look, but the silver really is a predominant look in it, or the gold is a predominant look in it, and you're seeing more silver. But we'll just put it back in our little container here. It is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This glitter is phenomenal. I cleaned up all of our glitter stuff trying to make sure that I could get it, and I just have tons and tons and tons and tons of glitter. Okay, so that was it on a gold base. We're going to do the same thing now, but we're going to put it on a silver base. And you can see the silver didn't puckle up on this one as bad as the gold did, but it still had some texture to it. But that's okay. We're going to make it work. So we're going to do rinse and repeat the same thing. And I need to keep track of where I'm putting this so I can know when I grab a dry one. So moving on. We're going to rinse and repeat the same thing. And I think I like Alicia's recommendation to make sure that we do some Mod Podge coats to it before you take it out. That will definitely help so that it doesn't warp on you. If you're not going to glitter it, it will really matter. So take her advice, her recommendation, and put a coat of Mod Podge over it before you take it outside and spray paint it. That's why we're together, because as crafters together, we can give each other some really great ideas to if I had started earlier, Elise, I probably I took them out this morning and spray painted them. I didn't get to pre-prep last night, so, but I wish I had of, because they would be nice and smooth, but they're still working out great. Here we go on the silver background. Let's make sure I get my bottom. Tap that off. And stick it over here to dry. Okay. So this is the Classy Shade Design Mix. And I love this glitter. But of course I should. It carries my name. It carries my name. Alright. That's the Classy Shade Design Mix. So that's all we're going to do with that glitter. The next one we're going to come in. I have a couple more eggs over here, but we're not going to do these. These are still drying. Okay, this one is dry, so we're going to add our second round to it. This is the one that we just used the paint that was in the brush. Instead of adding more paint, we just use the paint that's in the brush. My room's a little warmer in here, so because it didn't have much on it, it dried pretty fast. And you do want to make sure that they dry, because if not, you'll just be taking the paint off instead of adding more paint to it. So be patient and let it dry in between. That one was dry. This one is dry too. So we can add our second round of this one. How are you guys doing? How was your week this week? How was your week this week? It's looking better, isn't it? Second coat is really mattering. I'm going to be careful with it because I'm noticing it's still wet and I'm just pulling paint off instead of adding it back on. So that's a sign right there to be careful. Right? And I am not worried about the streaks in it, but that is a sign. And to accelerate it, I am going to turn on the hot heat gun and just blow it dry a little bit down here. Sorry about this noise. We're going to be okay. And be careful using the heat gun because you don't want to melt the foam. But that'll help accelerate the drying process a little bit more. Okay. Be careful with the heat gun because you do not want to melt the foam. Now, it's time to decorate. It is time to decorate. Oh, you did? Okay, I didn't see it. I'll look, Katina, I'll look and see where that's at. At least your week was long. I hear you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Okay, so we are going to decorate this one. I pulled out all of my glitters that I have, or not glitters. I pulled out all of my bling wrap. Again, I used to sell all this stuff, so I have so much of this stuff sitting around the house. So I am just going to shop my craft. But if you were creating this, I do know that they sell some of this similar products at the Dollar Tree. And you can absolutely use those, but try not to purchase anything. Try to use things that you have around in your crafting stash, because I know we all have them. And that's my goal, is to try to get rid of some of the stuff that I have right now. But on this one, I'm going to just run a bead on this egg of hot glue. And we're going to place, not that way, there we go. We're going to place we're just making golden bling eggs. I did not see your email, my love. I will look at it. It has been, all right. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to cover up my hole here because I had on this one, I put too big of a stick in there. So it has a pretty big hole. But we're going to make it work for us. Snip, snip. Okay. And then we'll run along the sides. This is going to be a beautiful basket. We're going to make a beautiful egg basket home decor piece. Just decorate your house for. You can use it anytime, really, but because they're eggs, they'll be more Eastery, I guess, if Eastery is a word. I got hot glue all over the place. If Eastery was a word, that's the one we're working with. We should Google that and see if that's a word. Eastery. All right. And we're going to do it one more time from the top all the way down the side. And you notice I'm just eyeballing it to make sure that I've quadded, that it's off in 4 sections. You can take the time if you want to measure and make sure that you have it. I am not going to do that because I'm not that crafter when it's just something for me. All right, there we go with 4 of those. Now, I have this bling wrap as well. I do not have, this is all that I have in my entire stash, this little bit. This bling wrap, if you see it, it has a black mesh with gold and silver. Can you guys see that? A black meshing with gold and silver. It's beautiful in its own right. I love it against black glitter. It's really pretty. But we're going to use it on this. And I use it very sparingly because when this is gone, it is gone. When I had my store, the manufacturer that I would buy this from actually stopped manufacturing it. So I was not able to replenish my supply. And it was one of my best sellers, to be honest with you. But that's the good and the bad when a company stops producing an item. It obviously was not a well-known product for them, but it was a great product for me. And this is all that I have of it. It's sad too because people will still email me and ask me, how can I get some of your bling wrap that's the multicolor? And I'm like, I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you. But I don't have it either. Okay, so there we go. And then we will just do one more strip on the side. And we'll move to the next egg. How are we doing here? You guys are quiet today. You are quiet today. One last one. We're going to start at the bottom. Go. And snip. All right. There's that egg. Just simple blinged out. Set him to the side. Look at this one. This is one of the ones that I did earlier. Now you can take these outside and spray a clear coat over them so that the glitter doesn't shed. And I probably will do that later. But this is one of the ones that I had blinged earlier. And so you can't really see that it has shrank the, what did it shrink? The foam. You can't really see it. But on this one, we're going to add a little bit of diamond bling to it. So we are going to get our, it's funny that lights, with the lights and all, is that too dark? Let's see. That might be better. Let's try it like this. You guys tell me if that makes it too dark. I turned off one of the lights. With the lights, it keeps blurring the camera every time I move past it because of the bling. Because of the bling. Tell me if that's too dark. Talk to me. If it is, I will fix it and turn it back on. I really want you guys to see the pretty color of that glitter. It's fabulous. Okay. All right. What do we have? Nothing. You're not saying anything. Okay. Well, we'll keep going. I guess if it's too dark, you'll tell me. Or somebody will. We're going to wrap that around there like that. Okay. This does come with a backing on it, but because we are gluing it on glitter, I'm going to use hot glue to assist it. And we're just going to bling it around. Hold on. Oh, come on before the glue dries. Bling it around. There we go. Just get in the shot so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Elisa. And you know what? I forget there's such a delay on the comments and the when I see it and when you hear, there's a delay too, because you have to filter comments out because people are not kind sometimes, or inappropriate. That's the word. People are inappropriate sometimes. There we go. All right. So that egg, we put a little bling wrap around it. Set him to the side. A couple of these, we're just going to leave them just like that. We're not going to put anything on them, and they're dry. So we're going to leave those like this. Now we have a few of these that we painted earlier. Let me clean up my mess here. And we'll start with this next round. Give you another option of what you can do with them. Okay. We painted this earlier. Again, spray painted it outside. And on this one, I'm going to run Mod Podge over it. I'm just using the Mod Podge this time that's in my brush. And I don't want to use a whole lot of Mod Podge on it. Just the Mod Podge in my brush. And I'm going to take a piece of the gold leaf paper. Piece of my gold leaf paper. I'm going to wrap it in here from the corner and wrap that around it. You see a piece where the Mod Podge didn't, or where the paper didn't hit it? Just hit it with the, just grab a piece and attach it to that. And we're going to let this dry before we brush off the excess. So we're going to put it over to the side and allow it to dry. And here is one that I did earlier, just like it. It's just like that. It's magical. It's done already. It's magical. And now I'm going to take this one and brush off the excess. And I'm just using any kind of brush to brush off the excess on it. Oh, how about that? Hold on to the egg. Look at how that one turned out. Looks like foil, doesn't it? Okay, cool. So now we are going to, I want to put this one on here. Yes. We are going to just completely bling this egg out. We're going to completely bling this egg out. Yeah, that's going to be cute. Okay, we're going to start with the top. Put a little bit of across the top and down the side. There we go. I'm going to use that to help me press it down because it's hot. And I'm going to find my snipping shears right here. How we doing? You guys okay? You are quiet today. Are you crafting? Are you working on anything? What are you working on today? A snip right there. Draw that tight. And then I'm only going to do half of the egg is what I'm trying. I'm attempting to just make it like it's a sash around it and not the whole egg. So man, hot glue is definitely stringy. All right, let's cut this here. Okay. Okay. I know what I should use. I buy all this stuff. I have all this stuff that's designed to work with these, and yet I still use my hands. Isn't that crazy? Does anybody else have that problem? Like, you buy all these special tools to craft with, and you still, instead of using them, you use your hands. This is it's a Mod Podge spatula, but it can withhold the heat, so that's why it's great. And the if glue gets on it, it just puckers right off. It just pulls right off. So it's perfect for these kind of items. I know you're probably wondering, like, why didn't you just cut strips and wrap strips around it? I don't want the entire thing to be covered. I just want, like, random here and there. It's working for me. It's working, y'all. It's working. I know I could have just taken the strip, and we'll do that on the next one. We'll just take a strip into it. What can we add to this? Can we add maybe a diamond or something on there? I don't know. We'll leave him alone for right now. We'll see if he needs anything. Once we put him in the bucket with everything, we'll see what he does or doesn't need. All right, so those are done. That's done. Now we are going to take this egg here that we just painted. This is one of the ones we painted. And we are going to take strips of our Bling Wrap, the gold. Everything's gold. We're doing everything in gold. I don't know why, because gold's not, I love gold jewelry, but nothing in my house is gold, so whatever. But it'll be cute. I was originally trying to do gold and silver, but I didn't like the way the silver turned out on the items, so. I didn't like the way the silver turned out, so we are just doing gold. I'm going to be really careful with my heat gun because this one does not have it. All right, and for this one, I'm going to start, can you see this? I'm starting in the middle, right on top. And then I'm going to attempt to circle little bits of hot glue, holding it, putting on my little finger protector. Circle around. Y'all still with me? Yeah, you could you probably could put a I would take a safety pin maybe and bend it something thin and glue it down inside of there if you wanted to put a hook on it. Or like a Christmas tree ornament, those real thin ones, you can bend and shape them. Maybe something like that. You could probably work a hook in them. Because I thought about that myself, like the little heart tree. I don't know if you guys remember, I created that Valentine's Day love tree. I thought about hanging eggs on it now and letting it be multi-purpose, right? Once we get this going here, this will be um, making it a multi-purpose tree to was a Christmas tree turned into a Valentine's Day tree, which just might turn into a egg tree. So you could. I think you could. I think it's just making sure you put you get enough glue on it so that the hook doesn't come out. Y'all, we're on to something here. It's gonna work. This is going to work. Don't doubt me, okay? Don't doubt me. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. What's my time? Oh, I'm running out of time, so I got to hurry up and show you guys the basket. Slowly but surely. Remember, these are the ones that we painted on live. Oh, look at that. That's getting pretty, you guys. We need some more. I'm going to do, on this one, I'm going to do the strips together. I'm going to leave multiple strips together now that we have it started. Let's see if I can do these 4 at one time. So we have it started. Let's see here. Yes. All right, come on, baby. There we go. All right, now, oh, sorry, you guys, I'm out of frame. I'm sorry. Let's cut this off here. I'm just rolling with this for right now. I'm just rolling with it. That's pretty. All right, I think I know what I'm going to do next on this particular one. I'm going to take some Mod Podge, just a little bit. I am not going to put, oh, Jesus. She's, man. All right. Okay. Just, I'm deep in thought. When I'm thinking about the craft, I stop talking, and I should be talking to you guys because that's what you're here for. You're here for us to craft together. I'm going to grab a really deep gold because that's a dark gold. So I have one back here. Yes. Yep. Here we go. I'm going to grab this gold here. That doesn't. Let's take this gold. And remember, all of these, you can take out. Oh, look at the 2 different differences on that gold. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. I actually like how that turned out. That's really a contrast of gold, isn't it? It's almost like a huh. Okay. We'll let that dry. And let's put this back in here. And for the last one that we're going to do today, this last one, and then we'll check on our other to see if it's dry. I'm going to go ahead and I don't care if this one is dry quite or not because we can use the paint also as part of our glue, our adhesive source. Y'all see I'm making a mess today. I'm crafting with messiness today. That's okay. Y'all love me anyway, right? Is it possible to put a hook in it? Yes. Have 2 trees up. You do? How cute. I love that. You have 2 trees up all year long for the holiday. I love that. I love everything about that. That's so cool. I gotta clean up some stuff here. I got too much junk going on. Okay. And this one is called White Gold, that we sold in our store as well. And I think I have about 15 bags of it left still. So if you guys are interested in any glitter, if you're interested, just email me, especially on the, I think I got about 20 bags or so of the Classy Shade designs that we started off with, and I'll show you what that looks like on these finished products in a minute. But if you're interested in any of the glitter, just email me, let me know. We're trying to get rid of it, and I won't be able to give it away fast enough, but we have tons of it. This is white gold on a gold base. Oh my God. Oh my God, friends, ladies, this is so, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not pretty or what? You definitely want to seal it. I mean, so it doesn't have glitter fall out. But look at how gorgeous that is. Look at how gorgeous that is. Look at the color differences. Wow. 2 coats, maybe even. I mean, that is beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. In fact, I love it so much. We're going to try it on this gold base. Let's see what happens if we put it on here. This is one of the ones that got all gubbied up. So let's try it on this one. So all of our eggs are different. You see they're all different shades of gold, but they're all gold. Because you can make your project whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be uniformy or what I call granimal type. You can make it however you want so that it fits your taste, and that's the privilege and honor of doing your own projects, DIYs. So we'll see. This one's on this gold base, it was kind of a different color gold base. Wow. Wow. Just a slight difference in the two. Very slight difference. Definitely beautiful. Didn't get my tip too great there. Let's get it there. There we go. Shake those off. All right. Did you get one in your batch? I think you did. I think you did. I think you should have. You should have, because I believe I gave you every one of the colors that we had. But if you didn't, let me know. I missed it, and I'll make it right. But you should have. That's the white gold. That's adorable. Okay, let's see if this is done now. done enough for us to scrape off the excess paper. And I'm just going to do this over the garbage can. So bear with me for a moment. Just scraping, just brushing off that excess like that, you guys. You don't need all of that on there. You want to brush it off. We let it dry in plenty of time so that excess can come off of there. All right, and even on the bottom. So that's that one. Okay. Now, because we're running out of time, I'm not going to decorate any more of them, but because I want to show you this, the way that we're going to style this. So I'm going to pull out over here while these items are drying, or at least getting close to dry. I found this wire basket at the Dollar Tree. All right, my friends, let me clean up a little bit of this stuff first. There's stuff everywhere. Leave that on. I need my paintbrushes cleaned out, but put that there. Got this. I got stuff everywhere. Why didn't y'all tell me I was making a big old mess and y'all couldn't see crap? All right. I got stuff everywhere. Okay, so I found this wire basket at the Dollar Tree. I am going to, it's a big basket. Our crafting that we have is not this big. So I'm just going to take my wire cutters and I am going to snip along the second row and snip this down. That's all I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to do this all the way around the basket. This will be one that I will edit down and put on our channel as a regular shortened video. Shorten it down probably to 5 minutes if I can get it to 5 minutes. Okay. So we're going to take this piece. And I don't know what I could use this for. Oh, yes, I do. I just came up with an idea as I was flipping these in. This is going to be a beautiful mirror project. Yep. Definitely a mirror project coming up with this. Okay. So now we have a much smaller basket. Isn't it cute? It's cute. Oh. Be careful with the sides because we did snip them, so you can run some. If you have a Dremel, you can use a Dremel to knock those sharp ends off of it. I have a Dremel, but I don't want to pull it out and turn it on while we're on here, so I'm just going to use a little piece of sandpaper. You can use a nail file to file off those sharp ends, but just be careful because you did snip them, so they can be sharp, and just knock them down so that no one gets hurt, right? That's what you want to do. Now, our Easter basket is not going to be traditional, and that shouldn't surprise you because what do I do traditional? Almost nothing, according to my husband. According to my man, I don't do anything traditional, and that's okay because traditional is big. Now, I picked this this up from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. You can see the tag right there. It was $19.99 at Hobby Lobby. It was a long vine, and I've just been using the vine, working off of it. When Hobby Lobby has their 50% off sale, I find things like this, and I just use them for multiple projects so that I can have them. And I will take it off a project and recycle it, which is honestly what I did with this one. I took it from another project and recycled it. Okay? So you don't, I think the Dollar Tree sells something similar, but you don't have to go out and just buy a whole bunch of stuff. You can recycle, upcycle the items that you have at your home. Please, ma'am, recycle, upcycle the items that you have at home. Thank you. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on each one of these things that we snipped because they're not sharp, but I can feel them as I'm working. And so the hot glue in at least will keep it covered up. I don't want some kid to grab this because I've forgotten to smooth the ends out and get injured. And I don't have a lot of kids at my house, but the minute I say that, then my nieces and their kids will come over, and the minute I don't. So let's prepare. Let's be safe instead of sorry. All right. And then I picked up these roses, white roses from the Dollar Tree, and I keep these around too. I keep these in my stack as well. And I am just going to pull the roses off of the stems. And I might even pull some of the flowers off of them to just put them in our little Easter basket. Because aren't Easter baskets full of grass? Yep, they are. But we're making ours classier than just grass. So we're going to push these down in here in little spots, right? And then we're going to bring in our eggs. And set them so the bling can... Oh boy, we got lots of beautiful eggs to bring in. Looks like we got a lot. We can definitely make our little hanging tree. And pull some of the leaves out of the sides here so that we have room for our eggs to be down in our basket. Our multiple shades of gold. We're just going to leave them in there like that. What do you guys think? You don't have to do all the colors. You can do different colors. I am loving this Classy Shade Design glitter mix on here, inside of here. I'm loving it, you guys. Uh-oh. Runaway egg. Runaway egg. Let's bring this one up because he's got a little bling on him. We want him to show more. And stuff that. Just shape and design it till you get it the way you want it. And one or two flowers more down in our basket there. I actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull out a little bit of the greenery. I thought I needed more greenery to make them sit up more. But it's taking, it's making it not want to lay in there like I want them to. So I'm going to pull out the greenery just a little bit. Just a little bit. And let's try it again. Let's place and try again. There we go. I guess it's less eggs. That's what it needed, less eggs too. I think it's beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. I think it is just stinking cute. What do you think? I think it is just stinking cute. Oh, I got my other eggs. I gotta put these in here. They have to go in there somewhere. Maybe I could use the bigger basket. Oh, yeah, they can't not go in there. Those eggs have to go too. Let's get rid of this rose. These little guys are so cute. They have to go as well. You don't have to use as many eggs as I'm using. You can use, but I can't make up my mind on which egg I want to use because they're so adorable to me. But I definitely want those little gold ones in there too. There we go. I'm not going to put any more eggs in it. I'm going to leave it alone. Now you can see all the glitter fallout that I'm having because I haven't taken it outside and sprayed them. But I would recommend to you that you should spray your eggs so that you don't have the glitter fallout that I'm having. And that's only because we're on live. Hello, Karen. How are you? Only because we're on live have I not taken them out to finalize and spray them. But there we go. Tell me what you think. I am loving it. Look at how cute those eggs are. Okay, so we'll do a real quick recap. This egg is glittered in Classy Shade Designs. It's a gold and a silver mix. The camera is not doing it justice. It is absolutely beautiful. This egg is not glittered. It's just wrapped in foil paper, right? This egg is white gold. And I think that's it. Some of them we put bling wrap on them, and some of them we did not. And I just put the inside this little wire basket from the Dollar Tree. All right, you don't want to stay. I'm not going to make you stay. There we go. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. I guess I could glue them in. I'm trying not to glue them in because I want to go spray them and put a clear coat on them so that the glitter won't fall out on them. So I just want you guys to see what it looks like this. Again, this is the Classy Shade. If you guys are interested, just email me. I have lots and lots of bags of this available. So if you're interested in it, I would love to send it to you, get it to your home for very affordable cost. Don't fall out my eggs out of my basket. And I got all my eggs in one basket. Pun intended. Pun intended. All right, you guys. Can you show the egg in the bling wrap? Yes. This egg is in the bling wrap. And I didn't wrap it all the way around. I just did kind of like a cross halfway. That's the bling wrap. And then this one I did individual. But after having it against all these other eggs, I think the gold is too dark. So I've just put it to the side. That one is too dark. Oh, this one too. I forgot about my baby here. We forgot about this one. But yep, it doesn't really match either. Doesn't really match either. So although it's beautiful, I'll have to put it on the side for another project. Maybe I'll put the three of those together somewhere and just let the white gold and the Classy Shade Designs glitter eggs be the basket. There you go. There you go. There you go. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I'm going to go check my email for you, Katina. And I'm going to put your chopping board in the mail for you, Cassandra. Thank you guys for watching. It is 2 o'clock. We made it on time this go around. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next Sunday. Have a good one. See you later.